Hey, what's up? It's your girl Monifah, and you're watching ThisIs50.com.
Yo, what's good? It's DJ Thorough, a.k.a. Thorozano, Bridge to the Streets. You already know that. Right now, you're watching the hottest in the streets. Oh, man. Got a lovely, lovely guest in the building. Introduce yourself.
Monifah. Hi, guys. How are you? Monifah.
Monifah. I got to tell you, man, I laid a lot of women down to your music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so you owe me some money or something.
Oh, yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, she reversed it. Oh, you prepped it.
Oh, no, this we come from the same
You
club.
prepped it. Hold up. That's my department. I get the percentages over here. I get the percentages. You have an amazing voice. Like I said, whenever I want to get a girl in the mood, I always slip on a couple of your records.
Well, thank you.
You know, and those slippers come off.
Yeah,
you know, and
I have that effect on women.
I see that. I gotta keep you around, you know. Matter of fact, I got a show tonight. I need you to come through. So I'm gonna recruit. See her? Go get her. Go get her. Go ahead.
I don't dare recruit her though. If it ain't no recruiting, it's a rap.
It's a rap. Back to your voice. You have an amazing voice. Like, how did you get started into singing?
Oh, well.
And when did you know you could sing?
I knew from about the time I was like, when I can remember, like, so I would say that's around 3. Like when I was like late, you know, almost 4. Like
right.
I would say that I remember. I have earlier memories, but of singing and liking music was definitely probably around 3.
Okay.
And I sang. I mean, I come from a musical family. My mom's side is really musical, you know, musicians and stuff like that. I'm the first to do it professionally. But I started in this business. A lot of people don't know that I started in this business as a professional at 7. So I've been getting checks since I was 7. So you know, I started with commercials, and when I say checks, I mean professionally. You know, getting paid for my work and stuff. And I started in commercials and off-Broadway theater and auditioning for you know, and acting and all that stuff. So I'm like a serious vet.
Right. No, you are.
Yeah, you know, I mean, but my recording career started, I was 24.
24?
Yeah. The late and great and very missed Heavy
D. Rest in peace to Heavy D.
Yeah,
Dwight Myers.
Miss you, babe.
How did that meeting take place? Where were you at and how did you meet him?
Socially I knew Hev for a while. So, you know, I'm from East Harlem, uptown.
Of course.
And yeah, so, you know, back then, you know, in the early 90s, you know, it was just it was a vibe out in New York. If you know anything about New York, you know, the people, folks was getting paper, right? You know, everybody was balling, right? Right. And everybody was happy. You know, money was flowing. It was just one of those times. And you know, and the socially the intermingling of the arts, as always, it still is the same way. You know, the street or you know people that make their money in a very entrepreneurial way, and the arts, you know. We partied together. It was just that time, and I knew Hev from being out and being, you know, a young lady, you know, just, you know, yoing. That's what I like to call it, yoing. And I became a part of a group called DSOB, which is me and myself and Free and 3 other young ladies. We were signed to MCA. Wendy Credo signed us to MCA. And we had to do some demo stuff, and she had to do some tracks, like he was just starting, you know, his producing. Right. And we met up in the studio, so that was where we kind of like, I knew him, and then we met up, you know, on some professional stuff. And he wanted me to sing. This is funny. He wanted me to sing the lead to the track and to the song, but I was out yoing the night before, so I was a little hungover. I was late. And I was a little, and so he made Dio take me around the block, run me around the block like twice. Right. Like, yo, I want you to sing. Like, first he rammed me, like he went off because I was late. He was a stickler. Hev was a Gemini. He was a stickler. He was very professional. I learned a lot from him, you know, being his mentee. And I ran around the block, signed. He was like, I want you to do some work for me, some reference vocals. So I was like, cool. Like 2 months passed, he called me. I called him like the 23rd of December, like, yo, what happened? He was like, oh man, yo, my bad, you know, what you doing tomorrow? I was like, it's Christmas Eve. But okay, you know, I'm 20, 22, 23. He was like, come in, I need a reference vocal. So I did this song called "It's Alright," which ended up being on my album. He gave me the record, and then he was like that day when we finished the demo, he was like, we were listening back. I was still in the booth, and he got his feet up on. I'm watching him. And he got his feet up on
so that's where you
on
get
the
that
board.
from, the feet.
Yeah. He had his feet. He's in the chair,
okay.
leaning back, and he got his feet on the board, and he's like this. And I'm just seeing him contemplating. I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And so I'm standing like, hello. He's like, you know what? He was like, now this is Christmas. We're gonna start your album tomorrow. Wow. I was like, stop playing. He's like, just come in tomorrow. Don't be late.
On Christmas.
On Christmas.
Damn, that's dedication.
Yeah, that's who Hef was.
On Christmas?
On Christmas. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you've been out since what was your first record? The first I miss you, right?
Was the debut single.
And Heavy D was on that. That was
he EP'd the entire project.
That was a big record. Like, would you say that's your biggest?
That's absolutely not my biggest record.
That's not your biggest? No. Well, people think, but I think that's the more
R&B, urban.
Right, okay,
yeah,
right.
Absolutely. Touch It was my biggest record.
Right.
That was the crossover hit, and that should have me eating for like 4 or 5 years after it hit.
After it hit.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I was still able to travel, get dates with that record.
Right.
And it was a whole nother audience because it was at #1 for 4 consecutive weeks on the dance music. Don't quote me, but it's all Googleable.
It was hot. It was out there. It was popping.
It was I get it. Jack Knight produced that record, so that was me and Jack's. Jack is a bad boy writer, producer, whatever,
right.
and I was his first. That was our first big record.
Great, that's dope. That's dope. So in a changing climate of especially R&B artists, who are you feeling right now? Who do you like? Because to me, you come from an era of where you had to know how to sing.
Well, yeah,
to get on.
Yeah, well,
it didn't matter
really
who
had
you
to sing.
Right, you had to know how to sing.
You couldn't You couldn't when you had to double, and when you had to redo shit. Like you couldn't just copy and paste. Like that was not happening.
That wasn't happening.
And so we had the big reels, like and it's tape splicing and splitting, splicing the tape. Like I come in the warm. There's nothing like that. That warmth that
analog.
We had. The analog, exactly. And I like The Weeknd. I love Miguel. I think he's a dope producer and artist. Jill Scott is like one of my all-time favorite. Okay. I'm really kind of in the music. Anthony Hamilton, right. My birthday twin. And I'm still like new.
She's tiptoeing.
There is no, because it's terrible. It's hard for me to remember. Is her name SZA?
Who?
SZA.
SZA?
Is it? It's SZA, right?
Is it?
Yeah, I like her. She has a dope ass energy, and I like her style.
Right.
It's she actually can she has a nice stylized voice, but it gives you something.
Right.
And it's something that I feel lacks in most. I'm not gonna say all of the new artists, but a lot of the newer artists.
Right. What's your thoughts on Cardi B? She's like the biggest thing right now.
I fucks with her. You know why I fucks with Cardi B? Because this is really simple. She's a straight fucking talker.
Okay.
Whether you agree or not, she's straight talk for straight understanding.
Right.
And I appreciate that about her.
Right.
And she's a Libra, and I fucks with Libras. So.
Of course. Of course you would.
Are you a Libra?
No.
Oh,
I'm a Gemini.
Well, Aquarians and Libras are very compatible.
I'm a Gemini. Mm-hmm. So within today's climate, are you still able to? I'm sure you are, but how's the touring schedule? Are you still doing tours? Or are you still doing shows? I'm working.
I've been really concentrating. See what happened? You saw that? You saw that,
right?
I
see that.
All right, no. I've been concentrating on my acting a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like especially coming. I'm writing a vehicle for myself. I just did my first directorial for the stage play.
Okay.
Did my first official directorial debut for this stage play. So I've been really focusing there, writing a pilot. Music is absolutely in my heart. My boy, AV is very. We're working this out.
Good guy.
I'm like this. Yes, amazing person, and. I have so much in there to share and talk about. I definitely want to get with some young, fresh producers and writers, you know, because there's so much, there's a whole nother, I kind of liken myself to Tina Turner as far as my career is concerned, because there's so much more left.
Right.
I don't feel like I'm done.
Right.
And I'm going to do it on my terms. And I can, especially in this climate today.
Right.
You know, you can be in, you know, different lanes, and it's okay, and they all come full circle, and to make your brand complete, to make for you to be able to do all the things that you want to do.
Right.
And I'm going to take full advantage of that. I'm a beast on stage, like, and I'm saying that with confidence. It's not arrogance. It's what I'm sure and certain of.
Right.
It's the safest place. One of the safest places I feel safe at. You
Right.
know, in this world is on the stage, and when I'm like ministering and being and having an exchange with the audience. And I love intimate venues and stuff like that,
Right.
as well as, you know, the bigger ones is cool. But I really like. Because it's more of the an
loungy
exchange.
type?
It's more of an exchange. It's
Right.
just, you know, I'd rather do 100 of those than that one, you know, big, you know, because it's different. I mean, it's a different vibe, but yeah,
Right.
like.
I'm gonna set something up for you. You're gonna owe me 60%, but I'm gonna set something up for you.
Let's do 30. Let's do 30. 30's easy. That's it.
We're gonna set something up for you. We're gonna get it popping. Monifah coming soon. We got it. We got that. So, you wrote MCA, right?
Yeah, this is how it went. I signed to Uptown.
Okay.
Uptown was a subsidiary of MCA.
Okay.
Second album, Universal took over, so then it was Uptown Universal. Third album,
Right.
no more Uptown, Universal. So, like, I did well in sales and visibility and all that stuff, you know, before social media, going through through a political change, and I actually was right on the cusp of everything changing.
Right.
Like when, you know, the bigger companies were taking over, you know, all these things were happening. When these mofos didn't believe that digital was going to be the next big thing, that people were going to never have to leave their house to buy records. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
did not believe that.
Couldn't see
they,
it.
They could not conceive, right. They could not
Right.
even fathom that was going to happen. That is where I came up at, like right in that crux. So I kind of like had my foot in, you know, in both worlds. I saw
Right.
the change happening, but was spoiled by the machine, because, you know, I had a machine behind me.
Right.
But which you know, that's another thing, like acclimating to that is, you know.
Right.
But I do really appreciate. I think that I love the fact that the independent artists. I love what we could do.
Right.
As independent artists, like, it makes a lot of sense.
Right. Okay. Everything and everyone is inspired by something to make them better or great or give them an idea.
Of course.
Who were you inspired by, or who were you listening to coming up doing music? Like what artists?
Well, we were just talking about Earth, Wind and Fire, Luther Vandross, Shaka Khan, Dionne Warwick. Oh my God, Tina Marie is my all-time. Like, I love her. She's amazing. Janet Jackson. It's
Heavyweights.
This is
Right.
so like diverse. Who else is? Yeah, because Luther helped me. You know, him and his background singers. Shout out to Lisa Fisher and oh gosh, her name escapes me. But all those three, they were fabulous. But they're the ones who helped me perfect my harmony, harmonize, along with my mother. Excuse me.
Oh yeah,
Hi,
yeah,
Mom.
you better say that.
Yeah, along with my mom and my grandma. Really perfect being able to harmonize and hear, have a great ear, because I got perfect pitch. Amen.
That's
Shaka's
enough.
definitely one
Shaka?
too. Yeah, I was like,
Shaka.
I was her for Halloween when I was 4 and 5. Like, yeah, I was obsessed with her.
Wow.
That was my first concert at Shea Stadium. I was 4 years old. My aunt took me to see Shaka, and
Wow.
that was it. I was like, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I got to meet her, and she played me. But you know, Shaka, we love Shaka. Like,
Right, yeah, Shaka. Yeah.
Shaka is funny.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Like, as of today, is there anything that people can refer to and check out right now that you have out? Like, what's the latest thing you've done?
Oh,
musically?
I put out a single 2 years ago called One Moment.
Okay.
That I've actually, when I do like a longer, like an EP or something, that I'm gonna put on that. One Moment was written by Cornell Worthy, Philly producer, musician, dope musician and writer. I felt like I wrote the record. It's about taking taking time for yourself.
Right.
And I was definitely in that space at the time. And it's like a kind of housey, like mid up. It's actually dope. A lot of people love it. I put it out, you know, as an indie, and I wasn't mad at it.
Right.
Wasn't mad at the return. And so that's the last thing. So One Moment is, you know, that's on iTunes, and I'm working on, you know, I have a lot of records. Just gotta put it out there.
Right. Well, speaking of records, now answer this for me. Is it harder for artists, well, R&B artists, because generally R&B artists don't write their own songs, so they have to rely on, when they get songs, to have, you know, to gather a catalog. Do you think it's, in your case, do you do your own writing, or is it a mixture? Some people write for you.
Yeah, it's a mixture.
So it takes a while.
Sometimes I have it's so weird, because I was just telling AB, I was like, you know, I got so much in me that hasn't been it hasn't been quite honestly, I probably haven't sat down long enough to really make it happen.
Right.
But you know, I'm doing other stuff. Like, I am focused on other stuff. Mainly making sure my spirit, my insides are right, because that's what I've been focused on for the last 4 years, is making sure my mentals and my emotional state have been okay.
Right.
And I've been through a lot of stuff, and, you know, trying to be my best self and be ready for the success I want.
Right.
You know, and to do the things that I want to continue to do, I need to be, you know, have to be centered and
right.
be okay. But I have so much in me. I'll either write it, or if I hear it, I love collaborating with other writers. I'm actually looking for I want to do some fun stuff, so I'm looking for some fresh young writers that, you know, with their ears to the street, because I'm super cool, auntie. Like, I'm super cool. Like, I'm so, you know, I want to have fun, and so I wouldn't say it's harder, but if that's not the first thing that comes naturally to you, like, there's I think a big difference between like Jill is a poet. Jill Scott is a poet. So that's her, you know, that's like probably I would say before being a vocalist, or the same, but that's just as important for her and her expression of self is to write, and that's, you know, she's a dope ass writer.
Right.
I didn't exercise that muscle, and I know it's there. And I have written some really dope stuff, and I wrote on my second and third album. I didn't write on the first one, but I wrote on the second and third. And but that's a muscle that I hadn't exercised as much.
All right. Well, speaking of exercising, can we give the audience a taste of that beautiful voice? Can we just hear a little? Can you just sing a little something for us?
Okay, cool. I'll sing a little bit of.
Could be whatever. Like a Martin.
Sometimes I swear I need a moment just for me, all to myself without a cause or reason. Sometimes a girl can get upset from dealing with all life's pressures. If you're supposed to be my friend, then just understand it.
Woo! Wow, you know what? I'm going on a date tonight, right? I need you to hide behind a tree.
You know what?
And sing.
What you got in the pockets? Gonna shake it down.
Yeah, right? Yeah, she's from Harlem. You get it. You see how it works, right? You see.
Yeah, it's in the water, babe. I can't help it.
It's in the water, man.
It's already in there.
40%. I owe her now. Damn. First interview, I owe somebody. Usually everybody leave here, they owe me.
Yeah. We got.
Damn, I met my match, man. If anybody wanna like get you for a booking, get you to sing a hook, do some references.
Well, I don't know about the references, but
whatever.
You know, I do that for my friends that need, like, you know, that I rock with.
Right.
And I'm not turning down no coins, but I'm just saying. You right. No, I should just left that alone.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you here.
Yeah, references. Shush. All right, yeah, like damn bugging. Anyway, we can do more. What is it? Oh, geez. Lord have bookmonifah@gmail.com.
Bookmonifah@gmail.com.
bookmonifah@gmail.com. And all my handles on social media, the Monifah, TheMonifah. I mean, that's Facebook, IG, Twitter, Pinterest.
Right.
Anything you could think of. Yeah, I was smart, right?
You're very smart.
I made all my handles the same.
Yeah.
Like, people be, I was like, I
can't keep it with all that shit.
Focus on
_,
one thing.
dot.
Yeah, you know? And the website that's coming, you know, building that, the Monifah. So I'm thinking about, you know, because Chance the Rapper is super inspiring as far as, shout out to Chance the Rapper. because we really can do this ourselves.
Right.
You know, you can, as an artist, you really can do this yourself. Yeah. So, yeah, probably the music will probably be right through there. You'll be able to purchase it right from the website.
Well, yeah, the way the climate is now, you don't even need a record deal. The independent is the way to go. You got to know how to utilize the internet.
Exactly.
So with that being said, do you think you would be a bigger artist had you came out now in this climate with the way music is distributed and how easy, accessible it is? You think you would have
No.
No? Okay, why not?
I would have been, you know what, I can't, you know what I have to say? It would have been the same, because what's you know, my light is my light.
Right, okay.
And it would have shown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be seen. But timing is everything, and it happened exactly how it was supposed to.
Hey, there it is, man. So before we get out of here, is there anything you want to cover that we didn't cover you want to share?
Okay, no, yeah.
Well, I do have one more question after this. No.
I'll wrap it up, but you know,
I mean,
with that,
just like every male has groupies. So I'm sure in your heyday, well, not heyday, but you're a very.
I mean, you know, when I was young, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't want to get slapped.
Not young,
right.
young girl.
I forgot who I'm dealing with. But, you're a very attractive lady.
Thank you.
I'm sure on stage you get the goons come out, the thirst buckets come. What's the craziest groupie story you got?
You know what? It's so funny because it was an artist, and so I'm like,
hey, let's do it. This is 50.
It was funny, but sweet. It was funny, but sweet. It was really funny. Should I say it?
Was it Diddy?
No. Whatever. No, like whatever. Shout out to Puff Daddy and shit. That's you know that's who he was.
Right.
He wasn't even Diddy yet when I came. He was Puff Daddy. Like,
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, it was like we were hanging out. We were doing something. I'll say it afterwards.
Okay.
I was we were hanging out. We were doing a show in Detroit, and they were like a new group, and he was really unique. And or maybe I won't say it. Maybe we could do a who is this artist? Yeah, I'm not gonna drop it. You know what I'm saying? And we were hanging out the whole day. We did Deion Sanders' club. He had the club in Dallas at the time. We were lying. We weren't in Detroit. We were in Dallas. We did the convention center, and then we were doing the club that night. We went to Deion Sanders' club. And we late night. It's late night, and we leaving the next day. You know how those stick and move joints. And my roommate, D Nice was. We had our rooms connected. We both had our doors open. I was on the phone with my peoples at the time, and we had come in. And me and homeboy were hanging out all day, talking and vibing, you know, because he was a very unique character. And people misunderstood him. So I talked, you know, we had good talk, you know, we were chilling and shit. And it was like 4 o'clock, and I hear a knock on my homeboy's door. So I'm like, all right. So then a knock on he closed it. He was like, close the door, and then a knock on my door. And it was like, yo. I was like, hey, what's going on? He was like, yo, what you doing? Like, I was like, oh, no, no, that's all right, thank you.
Wow.
I'm good. No, that was friendship. That was like just on some camaraderie shit. It wasn't a diss, because he's a nice looking fella and everything, but I wasn't
threw the curve.
I wasn't there. And I go back in the room, like I go to my homeboy's room, and he's on the floor dying, like, cause he was like, he knocked on my door, like I was like, no, she's next door. I was like, no, but I'm just, I could give him. He had a huge record that I knew. I knew he was gonna be the breakout star of his group, and I'm really good with
who the hell is we talking about?
He had a huge record. That who is it?
Busta Rhymes.
No, it ain't Busta Rhymes. No, it's a singer. It's a group. It's an R&B group. Hilarious. I'm gonna give the hint. The hint is that he had a huge song. It involved a garment of clothing.
Oh, Cisco. Wow! Cisco! Okay, you want to see that dog, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey.
That's my boy. He was sweet.
Hey, I ain't mad at him.
Cool.
I don't blame you. I would knock on the door.
I ain't mad either.
Hey, I would knock on the door too. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you,
I was on the phone with my boy. I was like, no, my boo on the phone, like, no.
Shout out to Cisco, man. I ain't mad at you, man. That's what you're supposed to do. Knock on that door and see what's up.
I love it.
Oh, snap. So that's what it is, man. Don't knock on her door, man. She's going to curve you.
No,
right?
no, well, you know, not always, but.
Not always. Hey, see,
gotta keep that real.
Giving you a
I mean,
hope,
back
man.
then.
Back then. Right. So
Oh, I had fun, honey.
Yeah,
I had fun. I had a lot of fun.
I'm smart. You like how I figured that out. Right? You need people like me. 'Cause y'all never figured that shit out. He said Busta Rhymes.
I'm like, what? No, Busta. Like, that's my dude. Like, no.
Busta Rhymes.
Like, yeah.
I love hardcore, man. I love that guy. So that's what it is, man. Monifah. This is 50. DJ Thorough. Hottest in the street. And like always, when you see us, when near us, let me pay respects.
All
We
right.
out.